was changed and made new when an angel made his dream come true, and now he brings his dream to you. In a spoonful,
Hey big dreamers, I'm Paolo Presta and welcome to Spoonful of Paolo! Now if you're not watching Looking, then you're missing out because it is one of HBO's hottest shows and it's back for the second season. Now today we're talking to one of the stars from Looking, Raúl Castillo, who plays the caliente Richie. Now I am so excited because I am a big fan of the show and I need to get the scoop on what's going on with this character and Patrick. So I'll see you all in the studio. Thank you for being here. I'm really excited to have you, Raúl. Thank you very much. First of all, congratulations, because season 2 is out. Looking, that's pretty cool. Is that pretty exciting, right?
Yeah, very exciting. Very, very.
Just for the new viewers who haven't seen it yet, what's the show basically about then?
The show's about the lives of a group of friends, gay friends in San Francisco. It's 3 friends and kind of like their love lives and their professional lives and their goals and aspirations, their careers and yeah.
You know what I love about this show, Raúl, is that it feels like sometimes like someone left a camera in the room and that we're watching you guys live your real lives. Like because it seems so real what's happening, you know, relationship, issues, problems. I mean, when you're taping it, how does that feel? Like, do you see what we're seeing? Like, it's everyday, real life things happening.
Well, I think that, you know, that's a testament to our crew who kind of sets the tone, and I think that there's that vibe is on set, and I think it translates to the screen. But yeah, it's I think, but it's all by design. I think that Michael Lennon and Andrew Haig and the writers and everyone, I think it's very, I don't want to say orchestrated, but I think it is deliberate, but I think there is a real sense of playfulness and I wouldn't say improv because most of it's scripted. It's very little, but I think that the dialogue feels very lived in and lifelike. And
it does. I mean, it's shot so beautiful. I mean, because it tapes in San Francisco, and just the scenes of it, the color of it, it's really, really beautiful.
Absolutely.
Now, we get to know your character in season 1, but I feel like there's still things that we haven't know about you. So what are we going to see in season 2 with your character?
I think we're going to dive in a little bit more into his home life, his family life, and where he's from, what makes him tick, and you know, in a lot of ways. This season's all about how Patrick and Richie, whether or not they will continue a relationship, a friendship, or how they're going to negotiate that. You know,
Can we get lunch sometime?
No, but thanks for the offer. I should go. My friends are waiting for me.
No, just lunch. No agenda, no expectation of anything, and it can be whenever you want. It could be next week or next year, but hopefully before next year.
I'll think about it.
Okay. I'll walk you out.
No need. Thanks for the tea.
I know, because I really want you guys to be together. I mean, shame on Patrick what happened at the end of season 1, but you can forgive.
Yeah,
but like,
absolutely.
you two, like, there's something there, like the chemistry. It's so good, and I know I'm not the one rooting for you guys to be together. I really, but I want to make it clear that you are straight, because people sometimes think an actor when they play a gay role, they think, oh, he's gay, but you're straight. But was it challenging for you, like, to play this role at any time? Would you say?
Not for that reason. I mean, I played gay characters before. Certainly not on this kind of level, this sort of platform. Being on HBO is another level. But when you have a great scene partner like Jonathan Groff, it just makes it really easy. Yeah, we have a great time working together.
Yeah, so. You could see him when you're watching. You guys are just so good together. Yeah. But in the show too, there's intimacy, and it's beautiful, and it's shot really well.
Yeah.
Did you know going into Looking? Did you know that there was going to be a lot of intimacy in it, and that you were going to make this work?
Yeah, I mean, I had a feeling. I mean, HBO is sort of known for pushing the envelope in that way, and I think Looking. I think we had a great opportunity to kind of explore, especially gay intimacy in a way that we don't often see on TV. I think, in ways that I hadn't seen on TV, and I think they've done a really great job of doing it. But it's always story motivated. Yeah. It's never just for the sake of it.
Right.
It's very organic to the story, so it's always.
There's a reason why it's happening.
Yeah. We're revealing something about the characters or the world or their wants and needs.
Yeah, but when I watch it, I know they're out there thinking what I'm thinking. Like, when you guys are doing the scenes, are you guys naked? Or are you guys, like, is it just you're comfortable? Like, just, you gotta tell us a little something.
We're close to it, I'll say that.
Okay, they're close to it. Okay, good.
And they're very, very intimate scenes. I mean, you really have to be comfortable with each other, I think,
Wow.
in order for it to translate to translate effectively, I think.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm curious, what's the feedback been from, like, you know, the Latino community or even from the gay LGBT? What have they been saying to you? Like, what response have you been getting?
I mean, from the Latino community, I know now because I have an Instagram account and people kind of, I get a lot of, like, messages from fans and stuff like that. It's incredible to read messages from people in Latin America and in the Spanish-speaking world now, and the Latinos in the States, people who identify a lot with Richie. I think people of color in general kind of identify with Richie in certain ways, and with Augustine, I think, but certainly with Richie, I've gotten a lot of really loving feedback.
Yeah, because I read that they were sending you fan mail to the theater where you were doing the show. Like, they were trying to find out where can I send them mails and stuff. That's so cool. Wow.
It is neat.
And I also read that when you shot the pilot, you were in the hotel and you sent out an email to your family and you were explaining to them what a pilot is.
Yeah.
And then you also said, hey, look, I'm playing this gay character. What was the feedback from your family and stuff?
They were so supportive. They've really been they've been supportive of me since I started, every step of the way. Like, I went to school to study theater, and I come from a very small town in South Texas. My parents are from northern Mexico, a very kind of conservative part of the world. But my parents, they're very kind of loving and supportive, and I'm really lucky in that way. And my family has been, like, for the most part, very kind of encouraging. Yeah.
Wow. What is the one thing that you've learned since doing Looking? What is the one thing that you've learned about the gay community, you think?
That it's underrepresented. That people are hungry for stories and diverse stories. I think that there was a lot of expectations from the show in the first season, and people wanted so much from it, and I get that because in the Latino world, it's the same. The Latino community responds to Latino stories in very specific ways because we want to see representation, and so we expect so much. But we can only do so much, we're trying to tell these stories, and I think they do a great job of it. So, but yeah, I think that at the end of the day, we don't have enough. We need more.
Wow. What does it feel like for you, like, to know that you're not just on television, but you're on HBO. So when you see yourself on television, what is that like when you're watching yourself? What does that feel like for you?
Well, I've been a fan of HBO since I was a kid, and certainly, I've been a big fan. I don't watch a lot of TV, but the TV that I do watch, a lot of it has been HBO programming. So it's kind of a dream come true in a lot of ways to be on this show, on this channel. And it's just great to be able to share it with, so many people in my life who have been so supportive, and they get to see my work now on this kind of platform. It is. I mean,
I'm
really
driving
special.
around in my car and I see you and the cast of Looking. I see you guys on billboards, and I mean, this is the first time I'm meeting him, and then I get excited. So I can only imagine when you see yourself on these billboards, you're on the bus stop. It's like that's got to be like unexplainable, like inside that feeling.
Very surreal.
That was a dream of yours, right? Just to.
I mean, not that so much, but just to be working, to be part of stories that I can get behind, that I believe in, and this is definitely one of those, and that's all just kind of peripheral stuff. Like I'm glad. I think our PR department's doing a great job in getting the show out there, and it's good because we can bring more audiences to the show.
It's so true.
But it's very surreal seeing. The first time I saw it was on Sunset Boulevard. I was driving and I pulled up in the Sunset Junction. And I saw my face up there. It was really weird.
Did you take a selfie and go there? Like, wow, this is a selfie picture?
My friends did. My friends took pictures.
So
yeah,
cool.
It was really funny. And then I got back to New York where I live, and I got to see on telephone booths and in the subway, and because I wasn't in the poster the first season, but I'm in the poster this season, so it's kind of, it is surreal, Yeah.
I'm so excited. Let's end with this, because we both know there's a lot of actors, who want to live their dream. But for you, what motivated you to keep going? Because I'm sure there was times for you that you almost felt, should I keep going? Should I keep going? So what was the thing that motivated you to keep going and not give up? Because, look where you are today.
Right, absolutely. Well, it's funny because I was actually on the verge of, I was sort of throwing in the towel right before I got this pilot. I was kind of like at a dead end in a way, and it couldn't have come at a more, a better time, because it is hard. It is a hard job. I've been in New York for my fair share of time, and I've been doing theater and independent film and guest stars here, and that's all well and good. But you get to an age where you want to find some level of stability, and yeah, it's been a real blessing in so many ways. Yeah.
Yeah, because I read that you taped the pilot, but then you still, when it went to HBO, you had to audition. That's what people don't know. Like when you do a pilot, it doesn't mean that you get it for sure. So you did the pilot, but then HBO had it, and then you auditioned for HBO, right?
No. What happened was I shot a short film called Lorimer that Michael Lannon, the creator of the show, wrote. That was a prototype for Looking. It was a 5-minute short, 8-minute short, something like that. And in it, I played the character that would later become Richie. At the time, it was set in Brooklyn. It was 3 friends in Williamsburg, and my character was Puerto Rican.
Wow.
At the time, yeah. And then they when HBO picked it up as a pilot, they changed it to San Francisco, and he became Mexican. And I had to audition several times. I got passed on, and I was getting ready to just move on. And I was doing a play off Broadway at the time, and then I got the phone call, can you tape again? I was like, and then I had to come in again, and it was like this whole rigmarole, and like finally they offered me the role. Where
were you when the role was confirmed that, okay, you're getting the role?
I was in New York, I was in Chelsea, hanging out with a friend of mine who was, it was like we were having a drink, and it was like close to midnight in New York time. It was like 9 LA time, and I said to her, I got this email from the casting director, and she said, open it, and and it was Carmen Cuba, our casting director, who was, at the time I had no representation. I had no agent, no manager, nothing, and so she emailed me directly with the offer, and I was out in San Francisco shooting the pilot like a week later.
I mean, look how inspiring that is. No agent, no manager. You end up on this show that's huge on HBO.
Yeah.
I mean, if that doesn't inspire someone out there, I don't know what will.
Totally.
That is fantastic, really. And este hombre es muy guapo. Oh my God. Okay, so I just want to say, Looking, you can catch it on Sunday nights on HBO only. And I am so happy for you. I'm excited for you. I love watching you on the show. And Patrick, okay, so just congratulations to you, and thank you for being here. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Paolo. Thank you for having me. My pleasure.
Of course, yay! Okay, we'll see you guys next time in a Spoonful of Paolo. Thanks, bye.